Hello Pouring Nation, today we are going to go traditional. We're going to look at the acrylic pour black and white swipe. Now a few weeks ago I did this pour, which my wife loves. This is black and white. Glue all is the medium with a ton, I mean a ton, probably 15 drops of silicone oil per color. And this is just on a tile that I did, but I really like this, and I've got a lot of questions about swipes and black and white painting, so we're going to do a bunch of tests with acrylic pour black and white swipe. Okay, so the test we're going to do is on this side I have glue all. This is my 70% glue, 30% water mixture, just black and white. Today I'm using Acrylic Mars Black and Acrylic Titanium White. All of the glue is 2 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint. This has 2 drops. Each of these colors has 2 drops of silicone in them. Neither of those colors have 2 drops of silicone in them. On this side, I have Floetrol as my pouring medium. Again, 2 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint. Same Acrylic Mars Black and Titanium White. So this is called Spot On Precision Pouring Oil, but this is the same as the Spot On Treadmill Silicone. And again, this has none. This has 2 drops in each. Each one of my paint has about 75 grams, which is 2.5 ounces of paint, give or take. Okay, each one of these canvases is an 8x10, which is 80 square inches on top, 18 square inches around the side, so 98 total square inches. Divide that by 25, and that gets how many ounces of paint we need, which is 4. I'm going to have about 5 ounces of paint for each of these because they're 75 grams, about 30 grams, really 28, but 30 grams of paint is, or 30 grams of mixture is 1 ounce of paint. So I have about 2.5 ounces of paint in each. And how we're going to structure this is I'm going to try to have 1 lane for a white swipe, 1 lane for a black swipe for every single one of these. So let's get it set up. All right, I'm a left brain guy. I wanted to make sure I got the paint on right, so I took every single one of these and marked my spots. I have this spot, which is 1 inch. It'll be black. This will all be white. This will be white. This will all be black. I'll do my black swipe that way. I'll do my white swipe that way. Every single one of these is marked the exact same. That way I know I've done my experiment equally with each player. I also have my 4-inch strips of paper towels. I will wet one side, the side that's going to go in the color, and pull it over, but that way I don't overlap on the other ones either. All right, the first one is glue, no silicone. Next is glue with silicone. Next we have Floetrol with no silicone. So next is the Floetrol with silicone, and I believe the camera was slightly out of focus when I did this, but I will go down and do close-ups of each one of these. Now we're going to torch really quickly just to pop bubbles and to help some of this silicone oil come up.
If this type of experimentation is helpful to you, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified when our weekly videos come out. Also, when you have poured with black and white paint, what are the things you liked best about your art? And what are the things that you didn't like and need to fix? Let us know in the comments below, and let's help each other be better acrylic pour artists.
So first we have the glue with no silicone. Now if you'll notice, when I swiped black over white, it didn't do much, and that's because the black doesn't weigh near as much as the white, and so it's just going to sit on top. But when I did white over black, the black weighs more. The black paint weighs more than the the white, titanium white paint weighs more than the black. So what happens is it got pushed all the way over, and then the white paint attracts to itself, and what it does is it attracts to itself in these little rivulets, and then it sinks. That's why you get the lacing. So that's why when you don't have any silicone, you want to do a heavy paint over the top of a lighter paint if you want to get lacing, webbing, cell action, whatever you want to call this. Plain glue, no silicone, you can absolutely get beautiful lacing. Next is the glue with silicone. We get the same type of lacing here, and if I come really close, you can kind of see the bumps of silicone that are sitting on there. I didn't need silicone to get that, and the silicone actually in this is making these cells right here, this lacing right here, deform, which I really don't like. But when I did black over the white, the silicone breaks up the black and lets the white show through. So you can create white cells inside of black with silicone. If you have denser silicone, you'll get bigger cells. If you have thinner silicone, you'll get smaller cells, and it depends on how you put your heat. I put the heat quite close and for quite a long time, so I get a ton of cells. Had I stay up high and just let the heat gradually warm up, and that means the silicone gradually warm up, I would have got bigger single cells, kind of like I did over here. Next is Floetrol with no silicone. We get the same type of action, almost nothing black to white, but white over black we get cells, although with Floetrol we get much smaller, much thinner cells. So if you like the thick webbing, you'd go with glue over here. If you like the tiny thinner webbing, you'd go with Floetrol. Last but not least, and by far my favorite paint to swipe with, is Floetrol with a little bit of silicone. Both sides I got lacing with. The white over the black, I don't get a lot of white inside of the black mixing. It's only on these outside areas. I did get a little here, I did get a little right where it started, but black over white, I get lots of black mixing with the white. But as you can see, you can do some pretty cool things with a little bit of silicone, Floetrol, and black and white paint. And last but not least, here is what a few seconds of tilting can do to paintings that seemed more clinical. I really love how this one turned out. I love these big cells. This one's just amazing. I don't like how much the paint's mixed here. These turned out really great. And then the silicone kind of gave some organic look to this more broken glass look.